In this video, we will be learning how to set up the Saffroponic Kit and turn a second-hand fridge into a saffron growing chamber. So first, let's see the contents of Saffroponic Kit. This is the power socket box where you connect all the appliances. The fan, the grow light, the humidifier and the fridge gets attached there. This is the Wi-Fi box, and this gives out a Saffroponic controller Wi-Fi. If you connect with this IP address 192.168.4.1, it is going to open up the Saffroponic controller portal on your phone. And this is your fan to be kept inside the fridge. This is your grow light. And this is the controller for the grow light with power function, timer function, 3 hours, 6 hours, 12 hours. And this is the color changer, red, blue and pink. And with this button, you can change the intensity. There are 8 levels of intensity settings in this particular grow light. And then you get a humidifier with a funnel through which you can fill water easily when it is inside the fridge. Here you can attach the adapter which powers the humidifier. And here is the adapter. Then you have humic acid, NPK all 19 and fungicide. Then here is the main power cord that supplies power to the main power box and the Wi-Fi controller box. This is the USB cable which gets connected between the main power box and the Wi-Fi controller. And here is the temperature and humidity sensor. This is also going to sit inside the fridge, sense the temperature and humidity. It will send the data to the Wi-Fi box, which will control the fridge and the humidifier functions. Now let's set up the grow lights. We'll be setting up the grow lights on one of these grills. For that, open the door, take out the grill. And then using this clip of the grow light, you can clamp it on the grill like this. And this is the power cord for the grow light, which we'll pass it through the door later. Open the door, and then on these supports, you can gently place the grill with the grow light attached. Make sure it is strong and sturdy. Then you can adjust the height of the tube lights as well. Then you can put another grill and then adjust the positions and the height of the grow light. Now, keeping the controller for the grow light inside, we are going to pass this USB power through the hinge of the fridge door. Like this, we'll pass it. And then from the other side, we can take out the wire and place it somewhere on some platform that is safe. So you can see the wire coming out through the door hinge like this. Now let's take a look at how we'll set up the fan. First, open this plug, unscrew the screw. Then unwind the wire. Make sure when you place the fan, the airflow direction is pointing upwards. You can place the fan like this and then pass on this wire through the door's hinge. Take it out from the other side and place it safely. Now redo the plug. Put it back in its casing. And put back the screw. Now let's take a look at the humidifier. So we'll be filling the water through this funnel when it is kept inside the fridge. But for now, we'll not be filling it. We will fill the water once it is kept inside the fridge. So we'll take out the funnel. From here, you'll be able to see humidity coming out when it is powered up. And this is the circuit which powers the humidifier. And inside we fill the water. This is the power cord. This is the adapter for the humidifier. Now you can gently place the humidifier near the fan like this. Open up the cord for the humidifier. Now put the smaller USB at the USB port of the humidifier, and the larger USB comes out through the door's hinge like this. Now here is your Wi-Fi box, and that's connected to the power socket box. This is your temperature and humidity sensor. We'll be placing it inside the fridge. This is the connection between the larger box and the Wi-Fi box. Let's see how we connect that. First, you can open this cord. This connection is USB 2.0. Gently put it inside, connected. Now open the temperature and humidity sensors wire. This is your sensor. This goes inside the fridge. Let me show you how it goes. From the side, through the hinge, take it inside the fridge and then place it safely away from water, or you can stick it on the wall using double-sided tape. So this is our fridge plug, the plug of the fan, the grow light, and the humidifier's plug. Fridge plug goes inside the fridge socket like this. Humidifier's adapter gets connected to the cord which we previously connected to the humidifier, and then goes through into the socket for the humidifier. The fan plug, and then connect the grow light's power cord into an adapter, and then connect it to the socket for grow light. This is your main power cord. Do not attach it to main power until everything is set up, because that can cause electrical dangers. Once everything is set up, only then you should open this cord up and then place it into the main power supply. Let's open this main power cord and connect it to the main power supply. Do not switch it on yet. Before that, make sure everything is okay. All the wires are proper, and make sure the wires are not overlapping each other. They should be singly placed with some distance between each of them. Otherwise, there will be a lot of gap between the door's ceiling. Once you are confident everything is ready, you can power it on. You will see that for 1 minute that the fridge will not turn on because of the safety feature that is hard encoded in the programming. You can turn on the grow light and check. Maybe try changing the color of the grow light. Yeah, there's this blue light, the red light, and then both red and blue. That will look like pink. Make sure fan is also working. The humidifier is not going to start yet because in my city it's currently very humid. So already the humidity is above 80%. That's why it's not giving out any humidity. The controller is stopping it. So now you can see the fridge has also turned on after a minute, and there you go. A second-hand fridge has now been attached perfectly with the Saffroponic kit and is ready for doing the indoor saffron cultivation. The humidifier is set, the fan is set, the grow light is set, all the wirings are set. Now the only thing that we need to know is how to connect the Wi-Fi controller to our phone, and I'll show you a demo of that as well. So this is how the Saffroponic controller looks on a phone screen. The signal is given by our Wi-Fi. So you have to connect to the Saffroponic controller on your phone like this. The password is saffron123, all smalls. Go to Google Chrome and put this IP address 192.168.4.1. Then press enter. You will be able to see this screen. So you can see the fridge is turned on. It is showing green. Humidifier is off. It is showing red. And then RTC. RTC is real-time clock. And the sensor is showing on. The RTC is also on. If they are off, then there is some problem in the system. Generally, they are going to be in on condition. Then the mode is set to day. You can see the live temperature and humidity readings. Temperature is 27.7 and the humidity is 90%. Then date and time, automatic humidity. If you check this, when you enable this, the humidity is set to automatic, that is 65 plus minus 5. It is going to hover between 65 plus 5, that is 70, and 65 minus 5, that is 60. Then there is the day settings. The time at which the day should start is mentioned 8 over here. You can change it to any time that you want. I am setting it at 7 a.m. Then the target temperature during the daytime is set to 20. You can change it as per your requirements. And then the night settings also similarly you can change. So as soon as in the morning it hits 7 o'clock, the day's temperature, that is 20 plus minus 2 degrees, is going to set. And as soon as it is 8 p.m. at night, the night mode settings are going to kick in, and 15 plus minus 2 is going to be set on the controller as well as on your fridge. Make sure when you are setting the temperatures for the day and the night, the temperatures are according to the table that was provided to you during the Saffroponic masterclass. Now, when you are doing your experimentations for the indoor saffron farming, it is very important that your data, that is your temperature, humidity, everything is getting recorded. For that reason, we have also added the data logging feature in our controller, and when you click the download CSV, the Excel file is going to get downloaded on your phone, which can be analyzed by you or any AI. So you can see many important parameters are being recorded here, like the mode, that is day, the set temperature, the current temperature, the set humidity, and then the current humidity. And then in the H column you can see whether the fridge has turned on or off. 0 is off, 1 is on. The next column is for humidifier on or off. Then RTC is the real-time clock. If it is 1, it is good. If it is 0, it is bad. Then sensor. If it is 1, it is good. 0 is bad. Then there are events like system has booted, or the fridge cooling has been delayed. For safety, the fridge turned on event has also been recorded. And then you have the duty minutes. In duty minutes, it will calculate the number of minutes that the fridge stayed on for. So currently at the last row, it is showing it has turned on for 1.47 minutes. So our Saffroponic controller has a memory capacity of 1000 KB. Once your Excel file reaches a size of 800 KB, it is going to give you a warning that your memory is getting full. At that time, you should download the Excel file and then clear the memory. You must download the Excel file first so that you have all your data stored in your phone. So this is the demo of our Saffroponic controller, using which you can automate the temperature and humidity settings, which are very necessary during indoor saffron cultivation.